Good morning to all of you. I hope you all have written the exercise of the previous chapter which we did, that was chapter 11. Today I'm going to start with chapter 12, which is an introduction to internet. Most of the topics of this chapter are very well known to you. Only we need to once go through all the definitions and all. So let's start with this chapter. Here in the first topic, you need to know what is an internet. If we talk roughly, different types of networks are there. Like in a local area, we have LAN. Then if you talk about at the city level, then we have MAN, and at the worldwide level, we have WAN. WAN is basically when local areas network or this metropolitan area networks are connected together all over the world, so that becomes your internet. Or in other words, we can say internet is a network of networks. Small networks are there, and when all those networks are connected together for the purpose of fetching information, data, and all those things, then it becomes an internet. Okay, so if you will go for a proper definition, it is internet is a global computer network providing a variety of information and communication facilities consisting of interconnected networks using standardized communication protocols. We say that we transmit data from one location to another, we get data, we fetch data from another location, but there also some rules have to be followed. Which way in the packet system, or in what at what time, how the data will be merged, all those things are based on some rules, and those rules of internet are known as protocols. Next is what are the application of internet, or we can say what are the application areas of internet. So it is used in education field. You all know nowadays, if any project is given to you, your first thing you will go to a search engine, and you will, if you're not knowing about that particular term, you will search the definition, you will try to explore that term which is given to you. So education field is there. Then emailing is there. Earlier, when in the traditional way of communication, we used to send letters or telegrams to our relatives and all, but nowadays we to send the things instantly, so that the end user, another user, or the receiver will come to know what I want to convey at the same time when I am sending. That is through email, that is electronic mail. Then in business field also, internet is very much required, like e-commerce, where we go for online buying and selling the things there. Then media and entertainment for advertisement and all. And nowadays we have many entertainment modes, like Netflix is there, Amazon Prime Video is there, Disney Hotstar. All those things are based on this internet only, because from some location only we see those videos and all, and that is possible with the help of internet only. Here the spelling of internet is typed wrong. Please do correct in your copies if you are copying it from here. Then next is media and entertainment, which we have already done. Then social networking. Obviously, social networking, we all are connected together. While we are sitting at home, we can communicate to each other, we can see each other, we can talk to other persons, so that we'll not feel lonely. During this pandemics, network was there with us, internet was there with us, because of which we were connected together. So this is the application area of internet, then, or uses or application of internet. Then forums are there, online forums are there, where people can convey what they have in their mind. And if any research work is there, we can give questionnaires to people through internet, and they will fill the forms and will get it back. So forums are there, which are being done with the help of internet. Health and fitness. If some doctor, especially the doctor, is not in front of us, or a team of doctor wants a suggestion from some other person, some other doctor, then through video conferencing and all, it can be done. And if something we are suffering from, we keep on searching on online, that what are the symptoms, what are the disease, what this disease is known as. So in every field, internet plays a vital role. Next is disadvantages of internet. Yeah, everything is having some pros and some cons. Same way here also, some disadvantages of it are there. If you are not connected to internet, you're not using any external device, your system will be free of viruses. So one of the major source of virus in your device will be your internet only, because we download the unknown things from there, and if any virus file or any means file is attached to that and we open that file, obviously our system will get affected with that. Then spamming is there. People are there who will keep on sending some advertisement to you just to fill up your inbox of email. So that process is known as spamming. Cyber crimes are there. Anybody can imitate to be someone else, and they can steal your personal information, and that can be used for some wrong purposes. Then pornography is there because of internet only. Small children are using internet and they can be victim of this also. Then cyber terrorism is there. Time wastage, obviously, if you will have this habit of using internet and you are getting messages again and again, you cannot leave the device for some seconds also. You will keep on searching whether you have got some message, whether you have got some reply or not. So that is the time wastage. You keep on watching movies instead of doing some good work. You will waste your time using internet only. Then world wide web. See, internet you're talking about, then we cannot forget about World Wide Web. This is the location where all the websites are saved, and with the help of a software, we search the data from there. You must have seen whenever you type the address of any website, you type triple W in front of that. That is World Wide Web. So it is an information system on the internet which allows documents to be connected to other documents by hypertext links. Like from one website to another, you can jump from one location to another location. You jump because all those informations on the World Wide Web are interrelated to each other through hyperlinks or hypertext links, enabling the user to search for information by moving from one document to another. Here document means your web pages. Okay, then next is web browser. See, whenever you are going to use any service of internet, you need a software for that, through which platform you can search the internet's data. That platform is your web browser, or in other words, you can say that it is a software. Like if I'll ask you open Microsoft Word, so you know that you will go to MS Office and you will open its window on that only, from there only. Same way, if I'll ask you that open this particular website, you will search for Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, or any other browser which you have. If you'll talk about smartphones, you there also you have different types of web browsers which you will be using. So this is a platform, or you can say it is a kind of software which will enable you to view, download, or open any web page or any website on your electronic device. So the proper definition given here: a web browser is an application software. Application software, two categories we have already discussed: system software and application. So if this software, any software which is not there in your computer, but then also you can work without that, then becomes an application software. Means it is designed basically for some specific purpose, and here the purpose of web browser is to enable you to view the web pages or websites on your device, whether it is a laptop, desktop, palm top, or your smartphone. So it is an application software for accessing the world wide web. When a user means the person who is using internet. So if I'll open this web browser and I'll type some address, URL of any website, then it will be fetched on that web browser only. So what is the process here? When a user requests a web page from a particular website, the web browser retrieves the necessary content from a web server and then displays the web page on the user's device. Okay, next is examples of web browser. Many examples are there: Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, then Quenqueror, Opera, and Safari. Then what is a website? Website, if we'll talk about, suppose this book of yours of computers. So in a simple language, if we'll talk, this book where so many pages are there inside, then this book is your website, and a single page of this book will be known as a web page. So website is a collection of different web pages which are linked together with the help of hypertext links. From one page you can jump to another, then another. So a website can contain many web pages, and all those web pages are related to each other. It is a collection of web pages and related content that is identified by a common domain name and published on at least one web server. Notable examples are wikipedia.org, google.com, and amazon.com. Here Domain name is a term which you must understand. Domain name is the full name which you type, their top level domain and all. Here domain name is here domain name is your .org, .com, and here again Amazon.com. Means what is the purpose? What type of website you are creating? Is it for an organization? Is it a commercial website? Is it a educational website? So depending on the purpose or type of website you are purchasing or making, same way your domain name will be generated, like org.gov.in.nz. All these are the domain names. Then the components of a website. What are the things will make a website? Means what things are required for creating the website. Like first one is domain name, what type of website you are creating. Then every website, suppose you have created a website using HTML at a local level, then you'll have to publish it, you'll have to host it through a web server. So for that you'll have to pay some amount and it will be hosted by any of the web server like Apache and all. You'll have to pay. You must have heard about GoDaddy and all. Those are the companies which will help you to publish or host your website. Then different site files are there, and you should have a CMS which will enable you to create different types of contents for your website. It is basically a software used for developing the contents for the website. So one by one we'll discuss about these things. Like domain names are the unique human readable internet addresses of websites. They are made up of three parts. First is your domain, top level domain. This is the top level domain. Then sometimes called an extension or domain suffix, and then a domain name, an IP address, and optional subdomain. Start from here. This is top level domain, which I have already told that what type of website you're making. Then on which server it is, means the name of the website, and finally the subdomain. Okay, and this is the protocol, like which type of for all the multimedia files will go with HTTP, but if you have big files to transfer from one computer to another, then we'll go with FTP. So according to the requirement, what type of data you're exchanging using internet, the protocol will get changed. So this whole start leaving triple W, if you will talk about this whole, this is the root domain, this is the domain name, and this is the top level domain. It can be your org, edu, Indian website IN, then commercial com. So this way, this is the domain suffix or extension. Many types are there. Next is web host. As I told, you need a means server where your website will be published. So website hosting is an online service that lets you publish your website or web. Then content management system, as I told, it is basically a software used to manage the creation and modification of the digital content displayed on your website. Then what are the contents of a web page, parts of the web page. When you will open a web page, obviously the top bar here of the window, you will see the page title, what is the name of that web page. Then in the header area you will see something. Then navigation menu, every means the home page of any website, if you'll see, you will see different links. Like if I'll talk about the website of our school and you open the first page, you will see that there are, like, if you want to know the faculty, if you want to know about the labs in our school, so you will see the menu on the first home page of the website, and if you will click on any of the links, you will be forwarded to another page. So that menu is known as navigation menu, and just after that, what you are going to display on the content area, that becomes your content area, and the bottom part what you have displayed, then that becomes the footer. Like some quotation, date, time, which is getting scrolled on the web page, that becomes the footer of the web page. Then example of a web page, as I told that this one, this is the head, page title, Central University. Then this is the navigation. When you will click on, then different menu will appear. This is the content area and this is the footer area. Then types of web pages. Remember, there are two types of web pages. Very easy to understand. First one is static web page and another one is dynamic web page. Static web pages are those web pages which will remain same for any type of user. Okay, if I'll open that web page, it will remain same. It will be displayed same way as it was getting displayed for other people. Okay, like our school's website. If I'll open, since it is showing only the message, information about the school, it will remain same for every person. It will not change according to the person. It will remain same. But dynamic web pages are those web pages where the content gets changed according to the person's requirement. Let me give you a good example. Two people are using Flipkart. Okay, one is searching for earbuds and another person is searching for some blankets and all. So according to the search, if I'm searching for blankets, the page which is getting displayed on my screen, it will be based on different types of blankets, their comparison and all. But the person who is searching for earbuds, so he will be getting the details of different types of earbuds, their comparison, their market value, their delivery time and everything. So both the people at the same time using the Flipkart's website only, but the information which is getting displayed on the screen is different for both of us. Another example is there. Suppose you have given standard 10 board exams and result has come. So while entering I'm entering my roll number and another person is entering his or her roll number, then for both of us result will be different. So the page which will be displayed after entering the roll number will be different for both of us. So those type of web pages are known as dynamic web pages. Then comes what is the difference between web page and website. As I told, website is a collection of web pages, or you can say it is a book, and web page is a single page in that book. Okay, another example, website is a collection of web pages which are linked together, and web page is a single document on a website which contains text, images, audio, video, etc. For developing a website, since many web pages are there, more time is required. For developing a single page, less time is required. So many points can be framed, so you can do it. Minimum 2 points are required, so I have given it for you. Then what is a protocol? As I told, whenever you are communicating any data over internet, some rules have to be followed, and those rules only are known as protocols. And some of the examples of protocols are HTTP, FTP, SMTP, POP, etc. Then what is HTTP? As I told, for downloading or viewing multimedia files which contains different types of media like video, audio, text and all, we use HTTP protocol. I had given the example in the beginning where HTTP was written before www. So that protocol was used. Next is home page. Every website is having one first page, and that first page is only known as home page, where different types of links to another web pages will be shown. Next is uniform resource locator. The address of any website is known as URL, which stands for uniform resource locator. It denotes the global address of the web documents and the web resource. It has two parts. Protocol identifier means which protocol you're using, like our school's website. If you will write triple W http www.keralischoolranchi.edu.in. So here triple W before that is HTTP, that is your protocol identifier, and after that what is that? Kerala School Ranchi, that is your resource name. So that is the example. Protocol identifier, it tells the internet browser what protocol needs to be followed to access the address, and resource name, it specifies the complete address of the resource on the internet. Okay, so that's all for today. With this chapter has been completed. With this video only, I'm just posting the PDF of the answers of the exercise of this chapter. Okay, so thank you and have a nice